Decoded.
Welcome, everyone, to a special Book Decoded podcast episode. We're diving into Christine Webb's really thought-provoking book, The Arrogant Ape.
Right, and Webb's central idea is powerful. She argues this unspoken belief that humans are just, well, better than, smarter than, more important than other animals. That's maybe the most powerful hidden assumption of our time. It's kind of the default setting.
And as Alexandra Horowitz put it, this whole view is singularly ill-informed. So our mission today, let's unpack the evidence that really chips away at this illusion of human superiority.
Yeah, let's get into it.
So first, big question. Is this feeling, this human exceptionalism, something we're actually born with?
The sources Webb presents say a clear no. It seems to be learned, culturally picked up. She highlights this really quite shocking Yale study from 2021.
Oh, yeah. What did they do?
They use these moral dilemmas, sinking boat scenarios with children aged 5 to 9, and also with adults.
Okay, like the classic who do you save kind of thing.
Exactly. So adults were asked, save one human, or save, say, 100 dogs or pigs. Almost every adult chose the human. Predictable speciesism.
Right. Makes sense for adults conditioned that way.
But here's the kicker. The kids, ages 5 to 9, they were, and this is the study's term, considerably less likely to automatically prioritize the human.
Wait, what? So the young kids, they didn't just default to saving the person. Some chose the animals.
Yeah, many opted to save multiple dogs. Some even chose 10 pigs over the one human. It suggests that this strong preference for humans, this anthropocentrism, isn't innate.
Wow. So it's something we actually learn as we grow up.
That's what the data points towards. It seems we acquire it as we get more exposure to how our society, uses animals, the systems we have in place. We learn to create that distance.
Okay, so it's learned now. But where did this whole idea of humans being on top even come from historically?
Well, for centuries, Western thinking was really dominated by Aristotle's idea, the scala naturae.
The great chain of being.
Exactly. A fixed ladder, basically. Humans perched right at the very top, everything else neatly arranged underneath in descending importance.
But then Darwin came along and just sort of smashed the ladder, replaced it with a tree.
Pretty much. His theory of evolution showed life as this interconnected tree, not a rigid hierarchy. He stressed kinship, not ranking.
And he knew it was a big shift in thinking.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Webb quotes him directly, and it really shows his humility. Darwin wrote, "Man in his arrogance thinks himself a great work, more humble, and I believe truer, to consider him created from animals."
So we go from the top rung to just, another branch in the tree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A pretty fundamental shift.
Yet that arrogance, it seems to pop up whenever someone says, oh, but humans are the only animal that does X. And science keeps finding exceptions.
Constantly. It's like we keep moving the goalposts for what makes us special.
Yeah.
Webb brings up some fantastic examples that challenge our definition of intelligence, especially the idea that you need a big brain.
Like what?
Like the slime mold, Physerum polycephalum. It has absolutely no brain.
The slime mold. Okay, I'm listening. What did it do?
So Japanese scientists did this amazing experiment. They placed oat flakes, its food, in a pattern mimicking the train stations around Tokyo. And this brainless slime mold grew, creating this network connecting the food sources. And it perfectly replicated the efficient layout of the actual Tokyo rail system.
No way. It solved a complex network problem.
A problem that can take supercomputers ages to optimize. It just did it, finding the most efficient pathways.
That's incredible. It really makes you think about what intelligence even is. And it ties into that idea of biomimicry, right? Humans copying nature's designs.
Precisely. That's another key point. Often other species are the real innovators, and we're basically plagiarizing nature. Webb uses the example of Japan's bullet train, the Shinkansen.
The super fast train.
Right. Its chief engineer had a problem with noise, sonic booms when exiting tunnels. So what did he do? He modeled the train's nose cone on the beak of a kingfisher bird.
Because a kingfisher dives into water with barely a splash.
Exactly. And it worked. He reduced noise and increased the train's speed and efficiency. Nature already had the solution.
Okay, so if we manage to sort of step down from this pedestal, overcome this ingrained human-first view, what do we actually gain from that?
Well, Carl Safina puts it beautifully. He says, we gain a richer, sustainable way of life, and crucially, more valid knowledge about nature. It fosters awe, real humility.
And better science, presumably, because we stop seeing other creatures as just flawed versions of ourselves.
Exactly. We start asking better questions. which leads to Webb's final, really mind-bending idea, the holobiont.
Right. Tell us about that.
It forces us to recognize just how entangled we are biologically.
Yeah.
You, me, everyone listening. By sheer cell count, we're actually more non-human than human.
More microbial cells than human cells.
Trillions of them. Bacteria, fungi, viruses, they're essential. They influence our mood, our digestion, our immunity, even our memory. We're not individuals in the way we think. We are holobionts, walking ecosystems.
So, biologically speaking, we're all basically lichens, a composite organism deeply intertwined with other life forms.
That's a great way to put it. And embracing that kinship, that material reality that we're constantly exchanging bits with the world around us, Webb suggests it can even lessen the fear of death.
How so?
Because if you see yourself not as a contained self, but as this collection, this temporary arrangement of life, then death isn't really an absolute end. It's more like a continuation. Those trillions of microbial partners, the atoms that make you up, they just return to the soil, becoming part of something new.
From arrogant ape to humble ecosystem component, that's certainly a provocative thought to leave you all with this week. Thanks for diving into these fascinating sources with us today.